Hey, what's up, guys? It's Ruka here, and Michael is here with me today. It's going to be just the two of us for this week, the end of the month of November for this week on Idol News. Been a pretty relatively quiet week, I would say. You know, with the month winding down, and now we're coming into soon to be the holiday season. We had Thanksgiving a couple of days ago, so that was really cool. So, yeah, we've got a couple of topics here to talk about. First up, pretty major for the Music Station TV show. They are going to be holding their Ultra Super Live towards the end of December, December 27th. So, this is going to be a pretty big event. I believe the show does this annually. Yes, annually every year. This is a very special show that they do, and this time is going to be 11 hours long. Now, I don't know if they have done this before. Have they, Michael? Oh, I think his mic may have cut out for me, but I'll just continue going on with it. So we have the article up here. Okay, now he's back.
Sorry, had to relocate.
Oh, it's okay, it's okay. So yeah, we have the lineup for some of the artists who are going to be appearing on the Ultra Super Live. So we have AKB and Exile listed up here. Official High Dandism. Now I've been hearing their name a couple times before. I've seen them perform a couple of times, but I don't really follow the group. I've just been seeing them a lot lately, so they're kind of one of the latest upcoming groups, I would say, in Japan, since I've seen them a lot. All three of the Sakamichi groups, Keakizaka, Nogizaka, and Hinatazaka, will be performing. A couple other big names, Little Glee Monster, Lisa, really like her. Baby Metal is performing. Fooding, Kenhirai, Perfume. Perfume is going to be there. No doubt that's going to be awesome. The Bump, Dean Fujioka, Sekai no Owari. All in all, looks like a really good lineup. I'm definitely looking forward to this. The fact that it's going to be an 11-hour special really shows how much of a big event this is really going to be. So yeah, definitely going to look forward to seeing this. All right. Next up, let's move on to some news from AKB48. So, AKB recently did a performance on Best Artist 2019 where they performed a new song, Aisuru Hito, which the song was actually centered by Okada Nana. Now, I actually really liked the song. It was definitely a bit more slower, kind of ballady type of song, so it was really nice. And so the vocals with the girls singing was very good. Michael, I know your mic is off right now, but do you think you can share your thoughts real quick on what your thought was if you had seen the performance of Aisuru Hito? If you saw that.
I think I did.
You think you did?
I can't remember if I did. Definitely
Okay,
no.
because I
Definitely.
saw it on Twitter.
I think that's why I saw it.
Mm-hmm.
Like yeah.
Hmm. What do you think? Do you think this song is going to be the next, whether it's going to be a new single or if it's going to be featured on an upcoming album, maybe?
I have no clue, but I about the composer of the song. He also composed songs from Keikizaka as well.
Hmm.
The Hirayoshin is the only one that comes off the top of my head right now.
Oh. Oh, okay. But yeah, that was a really good song.
It
So I
really
guess we'll
was.
have to wait and see where the song is going to be released, if it's going to be
Mm.
released. I'm pretty sure it will.
And like Keiki songs, like they're just up in the wind right now.
Next up, we have the AKB48 official website announced uh, they announced the 14th anniversary stage for AKB48, which is held on December 8th, the anniversary of the group's formation. Man, 14 years. That's pretty crazy. That means next year is going to be their 15th year anniversary.
Um,
That
that
is
just makes
so
me old.
crazy to think about.
In fact, I was 15 at the time.
Hmm.
Now look at me.
Now that I think about it, I feel like 2020 is probably going to be a pretty big year for the group, not just with the upcoming 15th anniversary and, of course, the Tokyo
The
2020
Olympics.
Olympics, whether or not they're actually going to be performing there or not, or if they're going to have a special sort of support campaign for like cheering on with the Olympics or supporting the Olympics. I could totally see them doing that, especially since this is the Tokyo Olympics for them. They definitely do something big like that.
Mm.
But yeah, I don't know. Just something tells me 2020 it might be a big year for the group. We know that they've had a kind of a rocky road the past couple of years in terms of like with the music and the members
Mm.
themselves. So hopefully 2020 will be a good year for them going forward.
Agreed.
Hmm. All right, so we have the lineup listed here. So there are a couple of members listed who aren't going to be able to make it to the performance. So from what I'm seeing, from what I understand, it seems like most of the members from all of the teams are going to be there, but we have a couple who won't appear for the show. First off, Team A, Iriyama Anna is not going to appear in the show. I believe is she still in Mexico?
I have no clue,
Hmm.
for that matter.
It
So
seems like she's been doing a really good job working over there in Mexico since she did that drama over there.
yeah,
So maybe she is. So yeah, hopefully she'll send a video message during the actual show. And then a couple of Team 8 members, Yokoyama Yui, Team 8's Yokoyama Yui, Haruna Hashimoto, and of course Honda Hitomi, who's still in Korea, part of IZ*ONE, will not be able to perform on there. IZ*ONE again still there, still holding off on some of their activities due to the scandal that broke out. From what I understand, they had a couple of, I think, TV appearances or live performances, I think, that were planned were canceled in Japan. And then
yeah.
also, I know that Miyawaki Sakura's radio show has been, I don't think it's been put on hold, but I think she's taking a break from hosting it, and that other members, I think, from AKB are going to host the show in her place. Something like that.
I think so.
Hmm. So yeah, again, best wishes to all the girls. I hope everything is going okay for them with the situation that's going on right now. We really gotta, give them some good positive vibes going, hoping they'll all be okay in the end. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to what they could do. Sorry,
Uh,
did my mic cut out just now?
a little bit.
Okay. Because my phone was doing something. It said that my headphones disconnected to my iPod for some reason, but I wasn't even using it, so it does that sometimes. It's weird.
I see.
Hmm. But yeah, that is coming up in a week, the 14th anniversary for the group. So definitely look forward to seeing more on that. Next up, we actually have a more recent music performance again from the group where they did a best hit medley. The show was called Kokoro no Uta Haitara, and they did three of their biggest hit singles. So they did Heavy Rotation, Koisuru Fortune Cookie, and Kami Hikoki, the three of
Ooh,
them. And there was a center for each song too, a different center. So Mukaichi Mion centered Heavy Rotation, Okada Nana centered Kami Hikoki, and then Oguri Yui centered Koisuru Fortune Cookie.
I see.
So yeah, that was definitely a really good performance. Again, I saw those clips on Twitter of when they did the performance, so it was really good. Again, just personally because I love Okada Nana's voice, it was really nice hearing her doing the first solo line at the beginning of the song was really good. So yeah, definitely try to check that out for anyone who is interested in that. Next up with SKE48, SKE48 announced two of the coupling tracks that are going to be featured on their next upcoming single, which will be coming out next year in January.
Weirdly enough, it's both of our Oshis.
It is! That's funny how that worked out. It's both of our Oshis. So
Hey.
the first one up is Matsui Jurina, a new solo song titled Who Are You? That's a very interesting title.
Very philosophical.
Although we have the comments up on her when this was announced as well. So she says in the comments, I was surprised by the opportunity to sing a solo song and a coupling track of a single. The lyrics will sound a bit more adult-like than who I am right now, so please look kindly over me when I attempt to push myself. In particular, the music video may end up causing some excitement, so I apologize in advance. What does that mean? I mean, I'm just thinking back to when I first saw her do a live performance of Akai Pinheel, because at that time she was around 17, 18, and I think that was her first time doing like kind of a more serious, definitely more adult-like kind of song, because the song itself, Akai Pinheel, is a very mature song because it's about a relationship between a college professor and their student.
Oh.
And as we've seen, like from performances of the song itself, it's definitely a very sexy kind of song. And we've seen Jurina now because she's definitely gotten a lot older now. She has done songs like that too now. So the fact that this is kind of, again, kind of going to a next level now in a way, like again, she's kind of pushing herself to do something new with this. So it might be a little different than the previous songs that we may have gotten. So this is definitely going to be interesting. Also, the fact that she said that the music video might cause excitement. First off, I'm happy that we're getting a music video for this. Because with her previous solo songs, like Akapin, Hana Uranai, any of her other solo songs, they didn't get any music videos. So now we're getting a music video for this. This is going to be interesting. I'm definitely looking forward to that.
I'm also interested in this.
And next up is Takayanagi Akane will be getting a solo track on the single Seishun no Hoseki. So this will be her graduation solo song before she leaves the group.
I'm happy with that. If he didn't get a solo center, I'm fine with the graduation song.
And plus, the song itself is featured on the most recent Laguna Tembas commercial, which she is featured in.
Oh, all right.
So again, we have Akane's comments on that. Because the title is translated to The Precious Jewel of Youth, it really is wonderful. Around the time I decided to audition for SKE48, I watched footage of the first generation passing their auditions, and Akimoto sensei said to them, "You are all diamonds in the rough. You need to develop an unfounded confidence." Hearing those words, I thought, I might be a diamond in the rough myself. If I polish myself, I might eventually become a precious jewel. I wanted to become that kind of idol, and although that time I haven't even entered the group, it gave me a push from behind, and holding the belief that I definitely wanted to be an idol, I auditioned for the second generation. This time, the song I received from Akimoto sensei had the word Hoseki in it, precious jewel, and also the fact that after this I would be able to finish my idol activities. It is very emotional for me. The word Hoseki, it is the one I received from Akimoto sensei. I feel like I was able to properly become one of the precious jewels. I'm full of feelings of gratitude. Thank you very much. Aww.
I'm not crying. I'm not crying. Ah,
Mm. Nah, it's okay. It's okay to feel emotional about this, with how far that Churi has especially come being a part
mm,
of SKE48, it definitely shows her growth. She really is someone who was polished out into a precious jewel
I
in
mean,
that putting it in those words. That actually does really make sense for her.
wherever she goes after
Mm.
um SKE, she will do well.
Mhm, definitely.
Whether she stays in the I can't talk today. Whether she stays as an actress in Avex, which
Mm.
I can see her doing,
Yeah.
or otherwise, I think she'll do well.
Mhm. So yeah, once again, definitely looking forward to the music video coming up for this, as well as Matsui Jurina's solo track. Definitely gonna look out for those. Also with Jurina, she has become a lot more active on her social media as of late. Not just promoting stuff for this, but also just tweeting out for her fellow members and her fans. She started a new hashtag called JFamily, is basically all of the members and all of the fans, us fans who are supporting her, are part of the J family.
Oh,
It really is super sweet. It started out because she went out to eat yakiniku with Matsumoto Chikako, and Fukushinao later joined them, and so that's kind of where it started, the hashtag. And then other members and fans started saying, "I want to join the J family," so that's kind of where
oh,
it started from that. So yeah, it's super sweet. And then also, she recently came back. She had her first handshake event since she went on her break this year. So that was today and yesterday. Yesterday, she actually dressed up as Hamlet. So we have a couple of pictures of her in the
yay.
red outfit with the short hair. It looks really good.
Oof.
And so there's a video from that from yesterday and today up on the group's social media as well as YouTube from both days. Probably one of my favorite clips is during, it was actually from today where she was hugging Ruchan.
Uh,
It's so cute because Ruchan really loves and admires Jurina. We've seen the two of them have grown a lot closer since they're both part of Team S. And
I found the video.
mm, yeah, it is so adorable. So definitely check that out if any of you are curious about that. All
I have
right.
to press the Hamlet.
Uh oh, okay, I can hear it from over here.
I'm sorry. I think my one of my earbuds is yeah.
It's all right. It's all right. All
Uh
right. Next up, moving on to SCU48. So, several of the members have now started
oh.
Twitter accounts. They've all, I don't know if this is all of them. This is definitely,
I think a few of the more popular members, I'd say.
yeah, definitely some of the more prominent members of the group. 9 of them right now have started Twitter accounts.
I know I follow one of them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Yeah,
know if I
me
followed
too.
them. I don't know if I followed all of them yet, but
Mm. So we have Isogai Kanon, Iwata Hina, Otani Marina, Oki Yuka, Kai Kokowa, Kadowaki Miuna, Sasaki Miu, I'm following her, Kuka,
I'm following Hina.
Shinano Soraha, and Hyodo Aoi have all started Twitter, so definitely check that out.
Yeah, I'm following Hina.
Mm-hmm. And also, this is a pretty cool announcement from the group, but STU is going to do a bus tour next year specifically for foreigners and foreign fans.
Hey.
So it
I,
is going to be held next year on January 27th and 28th in the Kansai region of Japan.
oh, oh.
Uh, it's actually noted that the bus tour it's actually being held on Chinese New Year, so it's pretty much assumed that Chinese fans are going to be able to apply, but anyone who is not Japanese can apply to attend the tour.
That's gonna be interesting how that
Yeah,
works.
that's really cool. The fact that they're reaching
How
out to
can
get
yeah.
more foreigners and
What?
foreign
Yeah.
fans into the group,
Oh god.
doing something for this for them. That's going to be really cool to see. All right then.
Can you turn it
Next
off?
Next up with Nogizaka 46, they're going to be holding their 8th anniversary concert in Nagoya Dome on February 21st through the 24th next year. So anyone who is interested in that, definitely look out for more details on that. And then next up with Keakizaka 46, there was actually a pretty big announcement involving the group's captain, Sugai Yuuka. This was actually announced on her birthday. So Yuka is actually going to be appearing in the Tsukakohei stage play Hiryuden 2020 as the leading role. Now, I've never seen Hiryuden, but I'm familiar with it that it's made by the same guy who did the Bakumatsu Jujoden stage plays, which former members Matsui Rena and Kitahara Ria have appeared in as the leading roles for that. So
I know
this is
the
definitely going to be interesting.
I know the same person also wrote the Atami Satsujin Jiken stage play as well.
Oh, okay. That's right. And Zoomin was in that recently.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Okay, that actually makes sense now, considering who's in the cast.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
So,
So, the story itself is based on true events that happened in Japan in the late 1960s called the Todai riots.
yep.
Now, from what I understand, these were some riots that involved some university students going against the police.
Yes.
Hmm. I'm not super familiar with the details on what happened during the events, but it seems like they were protesting.
It was after a law was passed between Japan and the US, if I remember correctly.
Hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
as far as I know as well, Sugai is the 8th person to be portraying the main
Mm-hmm.
female role.
Mm-hmm.
And
Now,
the
when I
person,
saw the news article, I actually did recognize a couple of the names of the previous actresses who played them, like what was her name? Kiritani Mire. Now, I recognize her. I've seen her in a couple of dramas, and she's a really good actress.
no, I don't have tape.
Mm-hmm. So, Yuka's character is described as a university student who went to study in Tokyo and met one of the organizers for the Zenkyoto, the all-campus joint struggle league, and falls in love with them. And eventually she becomes the leader of the student movement for the protests that took place at the time of the riot. So, this is definitely going to be interesting. From what I understand, this is like a very intense, very drama-heavy sort of story.
I've I've seen parts of a previous one. I can't remember which version of it was.
Hmm. Hmm.
All I can say is knowing some of the cast members from previous things I've watched,
Hmm.
and knowing Yuka herself, This is gonna be a really interesting,
Hmm.
to say the least.
Hmm. And this is
Um,
definitely new territory for her too, because like,
she's the first idol to actually portray the role of Kambayashi Michiko, so
hmm. Hmm. And also,
definitely.
I believe there are quite a few intimate scenes within the play.
Yeah, yeah.
You okay?
Yes, I was just, yeah.
Hmm. So yeah, this is definitely going to be something interesting to see her kind of push herself in this new direction for becoming an actress.
I mean, she has done stage plays before, but nothing of like this,
Hmm.
you know.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll definitely try to keep an eye out for that.
Oh, can't wait for
Uh,
January.
mhm. uh,
Hello everyone, I'm Jerrison. I was going to be in like today's episode, but somehow surprisingly woke up in the afternoon. So I could do a lot of things yesterday, but I mean, okay. So it's like it's the holiday season now, so probably be very busy this month. Of course, have the things like the holiday season shopping, but also we got all the major music shows happening in Japan. As means we're gonna see the various like idol groups around going through the, as well as the rest of the major musicians in Japan going through the music special circuit. So now we have some like quick on some of the other like stories that they Ruka and I talk about in the first half, as well as give some additional news on like what happened in the the past week. But first, there was thoughts on the thing on the lineup of music station Ultra Super levels announced. Yeah, no, Rook was talking about official Higgy dandism, and yeah, they're really, it was bad. I feel like they kind of sound like Fall Out Boy, but I mean, first, one of their hit singles from their first hit album, Traveler, which I actually have over here. It's like the limited edition version, which is all good. The song Pretender was actually like one of the, like songs like this year. I mean, even like when I thought it was like I heard the song the first time. Actually, was when SKE48's Yuka Hamayoshi was actually doing a cover on a showroom, which I actually watched, and I thought that she was singing the Ken Harrison I was talking about Harade, but it's the other song, Pretender. But yeah, I mean you're probably gonna stumble out throughout the various big specials throughout the year. I mean, great band. But then so now to the my thoughts on the little on the new song that AKB performed on Best Artist. Yeah, there's a possible chance that it might be a new song on their next album, which they might announce during their 14th anniversary concert in the theater. So it's possible that could. I mean, it's kind of felt like the times are changing. Like the that the 46ers are now being seen a lot. Although also on Best Artist, I mean there were other performances. I mean, Arashi was on too, performing their recent hit single "Turning Up," as well as and the Pump was also on that too, doing "Party" again, which interestingly the entire video is actually released already on. Actually, anyone can actually watch it. I mean, you don't need YouTube Premium to watch it, but at least it's there. Watch the entire thing. And then we quickly do some SKE40 news, but no, in the past weeks they did the showroom competition where they where they actually where they try to get who we put in TGC Shizuoka, and it was just and then everything around like before the thing actually like ended. They at one point somehow Nagai was in first, and then it's like, okay, maybe she's probably gonna get her thing, and then. But then this thing after when she actually had to do a concert, and then during the rest of the shroom competition, Mio actually had to do the was doing shroom. In the end, she actually, and what we're going to show to the results of the shroom competition, we note that she actually won the showroom competition this entire time. She's going to show the results right now quickly. So quick. Okay, here we go. So and as know that will be like going like TGC Shizuka's in first place, of course, Miu Nomura, and second actually I think she catched up Ari Nakano, and then Nagai, well, she was in first, she then dropped back to third place. So those three members will be going to the fan show, and then the rest of the results: fourth place Yoshishi Ishiguro, number fifth place Hirata, 6th place Saki Takeuchi, 7th place Miki Nonogaki, 8th place Sayaka Irijima, 9th place Momoa Hirano, and 10th place Kino Shirai. Yeah, and she even like beat her sister actually. I mean, like Kotono, who's actually in 14th. So yeah, the three that are going to the TGC Shizuoka, I mean, that'll be really fun. I mean, probably hope you're going to see it there, but okay. And then there's some bit of some MMB40 news, but so it appeared that another member in the group actually announced that she'll be leaving the group. That member would be Team M's Rina Yamano. I mean, her a few these, but I mean, she was a great member. I mean, a lot about her, but I mean, yeah, she's all good. I mean, but yeah, in the past, like, a lot of members are leaving MMB. I mean, 48. I mean, hopefully this like the last major non-specific members leaving, but it's all good. Oh, and then the next thing about with news with MMB, but also is that, well, in the past week they actually been doing a showroom competition involving the showroom show they actually do like, well, daily, and in this is an interesting showroom competition because in this showroom competition they actually have to try to get members in the group have to try to get a specific amount of points to things for their show, like so. Oh, and by the way, because this is like their one show's been like one for like a year now, and at least, but I'm gonna go to it. Okay. So this was because it's like 1 year, like, and so in this showroom competition they have to try to get a specific amount of points for their show, but I mean, so if they get a specific amount of points, they will get this so like for example, if they get like at least 5 million points, they will actually get a background on that you'll probably see on their probably in the showroom actually when you watch the show by a professional art designer. But if they get 8 million points, they will have a background designed by the members. And then here's the interesting showroom, because if they get 20 million points, they will actually be doing a special episode of the show where they will be cutting tuna. No, at the time we're recording this update, they actually reached their goal. Actually, they have now at least 20,903,221 points, so that means that they will have a new. They'll be doing that episode as well as having a background in the showroom designed by the members. So, yeah, and it's like talked to a few members during it, and it's like, so actually actually congratulations to the group on their achieving the goal, and we're gonna find how when they cut that too now. And then, but also in case of, but also in the past week that, Yuuri Ota's graduation concert, which is called "I Wanna Keep Loving You," which is kind of reference to the line in the group's recent single, "Don't Forget Your First Love." And I've actually, but as we know that her last concert in the graduate concert in the theater actually happened just about on technically yesterday or 2 days ago. It's now she's officially not there, as you can see on my little wall here. I mean, the little with the picture of a mirror. It's now been moved slightly to the more to the left now because she left the group, and now she's like my third favorite member and predominant member in the group. Although my Oshim in the group is still Shion Hori, and then also you got my Rina Nizi. Yeah, so I actually watched both. Well, the concert. I watched both the Yuuri Ota's solo concert, Daydream, and the graduate con, which actually was a really great concert. I mean, yeah, it's like, although compared to, let's say, the other graduate concerts that, I mean, although it's not as sad as Rino Sachihara's concert, but also, although at least it's more sadder than Nanase Nishino's graduate concert, though Sayaka Yamamoto was not in this concert, but, although Nana Okada was actually having a surprise appearance too, and Ripopo was there, but in the audience. Well, probably me and Ruka will try to talk more about those concerts in depth in the next episode, but I'll quickly do some good next. And then we got to there's thoughts on the news on ST for that now that most of the rest of the members are now on Twitter. Interesting about the members on Twitter is that the username of one of the members in the Twitter was Muna Maruwaki. His entry is "I love you, onion." Well, because little avatar she has on show when you get when you give her a gift, and then she'll get look at the avatars, which kind of shows a bunny holding an onion, which is kind of referencing that she looks like a bunny, and also she also likes onions too. But so there was one interesting tweet from her actually in that series where it's interesting. It's where it kind of shows her as the thing. It's yeah, we have the glow up. It's the "I love you, onion" glow. Yep. There you go. Okay, and then okay, and there's some update on another news on the Nogizaka 46, but in the case of their anniversary concerts, so the thing is that their anniversary concert, which is their 8th anniversary, will be happening at in Nagoya this year at the Nagoya Dome between February 21st and February 24th. But also added this, the anniversary concert they did this year will be available on DVD and Blu-ray the same month. So we'll probably have no, I'm not sure if it's going to also include not necessarily Nishino's graduation concert, which probably might be included on the box set of the documentary they just released this year. So we'll have more deals about that in the videos. But now to the major news that actually say in the past that we actually, in the case of 46 groups, in case of Yoshimotozaka 46, and with the release of the music video of their next hit single, which is called can't be impossible, or Funo de wa irreverent. So the interesting thing about this is that, like, the video was kind of released around, like, I could say maybe 6 o'clock in Japan, which on that day a lot of interesting things were happening as well, because not only that was released too, but also let's see what happened to oh yeah, that the Nice Gen anniversary concert was happening at the same time too, but also RH, Chiba, and Rainish were also doing a showroom too, and also they're doing like their weekly karaoke show, but also some few team members were also doing a show involving their show they actually do. So yeah, I found out about the video was released when people like Now Fuji actually made a tweet in Twitter where up the single him, and then oh yeah, and like just think about this is that it's actually released like just before SKE48's 9th single, which we're not sure when they're gonna release that. So then during one day the video, I kind of like made this little tweet of that, and actually sent something. Find that tweet. Oh. So then I said something like, let me get to it. Like, it appears that the music video of Yoshimotozaka 46's next hit single was before SKE48's next hit single, which is kind of. But then after I like kind of made that tweet, and then surprisingly, then actually Now herself actually liked the tweet. But then after I like watched the video, which I'll talk about in a few seconds, she was doing a showroom too, and then I kind of told her, "Oh, new single is great," and then she said, "Yeah, thank you." It was all really. But now to the actual song. So, you know, the lead members in this single are the same two lead members on, well, the right track on their previous single tonight is Yeah, which we know are Mario Katera and Ikeda Noto, which, well, I guess they're probably the face of, well, Red in the group. And let's just quickly show those two members, in case, see, yeah, that's Mario over there, and then just go back to this. Okay, just gotta find the other two. Oh yeah, this is over here. It's there. Yep, that's the oh, that's Nato Ikeda, who is the other one. So. And now, so I was watching the video, and it was actually great song. Actually, I mean, it's kind of like, say, their first hit single, but except more cooler, but also like as exciting as a music video of a song by SKE48. I'm not sure who did the choreography on this. It's either Takehiro or Boy, who actually did the choreography on the video of the red track on the previous single, but I mean, we're probably going to find out next who did the choreography, but it's as exciting as a 46 video. And as we see, there's all the members in this were actually great. I mean, Mari and which we'll go to, but also as well as well, Now Fuji too, and yeah, quick shout out to her too for kind of liking that tweet, and actually being great in the video too. And then we also see Riho also good this, and also Shun Miyamoto was also good too. And oh, and then, but then I was watching the video, and there was like one member in the group that kind of almost like looked like Yuri Ota was saying like, wait, so Yuri Ota is now in Yoshimoto after she left the group? Well, actually, it's maybe she could have moved to Yoshimoto. I mean, she might be still under Yoshimoto, but I mean, okay. But it's like, gee. And then, yeah, there's all of them in the little like bar too, and then also a lot of really great choreography too. Like they're going around the table and them like down there. Also a lot of kissing in this too, which is, it's like when you watch, it's like, okay, it looks very serious too, but also funny at the same time when I watch it. But quickly, and then, yeah, so it's like, probably I think like, probably it's, well, sure, I mean, it's probably one of their best songs. I'm not sure if it's their best song of the group so far, but yeah, it's a, I still haven't seen the video yet. And then, but also, as well, they also released the video too, but they also released the more information about the song as well, single, as well as the covers of the single, which I'm going to show just a quick second. Okay. Let's get to it. Okay, so here's the little about the single, and some reason about the other tracks on the single, which then here are the covers, which there's 3 versions of this. Here's the cover of version A, which has the 2 leads and numbers. And then this is the cover of version B, which does not have a DVD, and NC2, which doesn't have a DVD. On that cover we have, well, there's Now Fuji and Shu and Anon and Riho, Maki, and well, that other, where's the good dancers? Oh, many of the good dancers on the group too. And then C, which is rest of the members. Then here's some of the additional shows of, well, for all the, it was in, well, for in the song with the individual songs. So there's all the members on the single, which really goes through who is the lineups of all the songs. So first up, of course, with the, well, Can't Be Impossible, of course, we have, who's also in the single, we got like Anon and Hyun and Sakibara and Shuo and Shun Miyamoto, Yi Takano, Tomohiro Tada, Single Tanaka, Shinji G, Highboy, Hinata, Fuji, Makai, and Riho Maki. And then we get to the circus track, which was Sambatsu in the first 2 singles, and now they're called Circus. The song in the single is called Stray Shape with, actually this is a, instead of the usual 2 we had in the first 2 singles, which were Tsukasa Saito and Haruna Ogawa, we actually have a new member on this one, and this one is named Junichi Komodo. I'm gonna find his track quickly. Let's see. Oh yes. This is him. This is the member on the single. Yeah, him. And then there's a picture of all of them all on the thing. And then quickly to the lineup of who's in this single. We got Masaru Hara, Shozo Ando, Yosuke Uchi, Takahiro Ogata, Haruna Ogawa, Obata no Ono-san, Otoshi Hanada, Ken Kodi, Takasa Saicho Kitagashi, Maharu, Shoji Okami, and, oh sorry, Yuri with Hand Retriever, which, yeah, already because she was seen in episode of America's Got Talent. Like, well, the most recent season, she did bodybuilding, even saw Simon Cowell and Yoshiko. Then we have the Sweet Monster track, which is called, like, maybe Laugh More. Do Tsuku Jori Warawaso. Just gonna get to the picture for that song. Yeah, there's the pictures of all those members. the usuals. And for this one, they actually have 2 lead members on this one. Quickly, the members are. This is interesting because these are actually the members on this song is Yoshimasa Iwahashi and Shio Matsura, which actually 2 members actually. Now I talked to them a few times on show. Well, Yoshimasa, he's actually a comedian in a comedy group, and he also his comedy house has a YouTube channel too. And Shio Matsura is like a member you probably will know. She's like that member that had the hair with the little pink hair too, and she was also in members on the Palm Monster track on their first hit single. I'm just gonna show quickly the pictures of those 2 members quickly if I can do that. Oh. Yeah, there's one of the members. This, oh yeah, this. Yeah, that's here, and then Yumasa. Right. Oh, he's here, yeah. To that. There we go, there he is over here. Actually 2. And then there's also to that. Okay, I've forgotten the members in the single are Kazuhiro Yanagi, Shizuka Otake, Aki Kochimari, Sayuri, Tamayu Shimada, Tsuke Masaruko, Masumi Yaki, and Kichi Yamamoto. Okay, now to the songs on the album. On the single, we also have a song that has all the members in the group, like all 45 in the group, in the song, called Mekamon. And then we also have this track 2, which of only a new group called Chow, called Sorta Like You, or Suki no Nate Goma Nasai. And in this group we got Yuihan Retriever as well as Maharu and Yoshiko, which I'm gonna their pictures quickly just buy for that. I probably know who Yuihan Retriever is, but see if I can find her pictures. Oh, this is yeah, there's Yuihan. And that's Yuihan Retriever. There's the other one there too. So the single. And for 2 is also okay, and that's a little information about the Yoshimotozaka for this is its single. Like Can't Be Impossible, which will be out released on December 25th. So yeah, it's like actually it's probably could be one of the best songs this year. I mean, it's the first produced, but I mean, song, but good. And then of course there's some international group news, but with the case of SKE48, which they released another video involving the group in the group, Mimigumu, with their version of Kyokuji. And it's with music in this, and watch it. This thing because during that week, I mean, like, I saw like 3 different versions of the same songs. I watched like Yuri Ota doing it in her solo concert, Daydream, and then saw the ninth gen anniversary concert doing it too, and then saw the video, and it's like I saw that a lot too. Also interesting that also we also saw like 2 different versions of members are doing like song like "What I love you," and then so it's like so in this video it's like we see but also see some a little cartoon comic being shown, and it's like right, but what they could have did is that they could have like kind of go back and forth between the comic and music performance. I mean, it's like to be fair, I mean, the comic actually looks really actually great, and kind of fits the style of the group, but I mean, if they have it, then it's actually a really great video, actually. So probably find that video if you can. So yeah, it's probably that Mimigumo is actually starting to be starting to be really seem to be seen a lot, actually. Okay, and then next to okay, we go. Oh yeah, and then some to a bit of the discussion, but also on the news of course, we have was on the 9th Gen anniversary concert that happened. Now, this concert, interesting, was not also seen on AKB48 On Demand, but it was also shown on Nico Nico, which I actually watched the concert, and it's actually a really great concert, actually. I mean, for the members that, well, actually left the already, I mean, it's like, kind of like they're coming back from retirement. I mean, great news that Yu Yokohama is still in the group, so at least we're gonna see her a bit longer too. But I know that was fun performances too. I mean, well, I know me and Ruka and Michael will talk more about this concert in depth in the next episode. I know there's some on the TV shows, but I mean, but for thoughts on Bish, I mean, Bish is I mean, we talked. I could start them this like. Bish is whack. And, I mean, I saw, like, some of their videos, and I mean, like, the video for, Life is Beautiful is because, like, where you see individual members in, like, a house, and then near the end where they're singing, but while some lights are on, but while it's also the sprinkler is on, it's, like, some things are on fire, even though that there's various, like things on, and then interesting. And then the video for kind people, it's like same with the choreography. It's like it's kind of like they're trying to do their version of the video of the song made by Kenshi Yonezu, that Horse and Deer, which like their version of it. But I mean it's good. I mean, but I mean they're probably doing. Oh yeah, but there was some other video. But there were also some other videos too that are, which like there was like, when there's like that one vid where like, the form of third like some of in the troops, and it's a bit unusual because it's like, with all the sounds like the song kind of sounds like a bit of avant-garde, and then also like the thing when they like say like and then there was another video like when there's where like one of the members was like singing about this, and then she's saying the line like, "We get the best music," and then they're showing like random like images of things while the song is like, it's like interesting video, but I mean, but yeah, they're actually doing. I mean, we talked to them a few times on the show, but so. And then to like Samurai, the mahjong show that Samurazi hosts, which yeah, I watched the episode, the spin-offs of the show, and it's like shared on the TBS channel, and Samurazi was actually, the episode was about 6 hours long, and when I was watching it was kind of like watching like World Series of Poker, except more cooler. I mean, you know, like when they played them, when the members were like, playing the mahjong and they were on the mahjong machine, it's like very high tech. That's like, well, this is like interesting. And then, but we know in the but thoughts in the end, we know that SKE48 is Kana Nakada won the game, and then so I mean it's that somehow the 46 groups plays another show involving AKB48. I mean, I know. I mean, there's a supposed chance that we're probably going to be seeing a few members from, like, at least maybe SKE48, maybe possibly maybe the rest of the groups, maybe some from SKE48. I mean, some of them play mahjong too. Maybe some members from SKE46, possibly from Yoshimotozaka 46 could be on that too. I mean, because I know in the show, I mean, various others from the other groups were also on too. I know that probably Shion Hori was on that show a few times too, but we also know that SKE48, well now former SKE40 member Robert Goto was on that too, so it's possible they might have more members from the 46 groups on the show now actually, since, well, I kind of won, but well, it appears she's really good at mahjong, but also the thing to point out is that in the commentary they had, like, of course, the captain of that would be Karen Kojima there, and then for Team 8 we had like Arenda Oda there, and from like Nogisaka 46, originally it was gonna be Mai Shiraishi, but somehow it's because she had to do a lot of things. Instead, we had a comedian who probably might have known the group, kind of doing commentary too. So it was kind of interesting if maybe her or another member could be on. But yeah, I mean, I kind of was watching. I was like, kind of get how the game works, and then it's like, it's just probably maybe as intense as poker, but yeah, we're probably gonna see more of that show when, well, next month probably. And then also we were also gonna talk about like last week's episode of No Yago, where Mayawada and Maisnooch do their English exam. Although I did watch it, but somehow Ruka didn't watch it yet, so we'll talk about that in the next episode. And finally to the return to graduated member news, but also after Moe Goto won the showroom competition where she gets to host a radio show, like on a radio show on Tokyo FM, she was also involved last week in another showroom competition, which interesting involves where the person that is in first place will actually get to make a song, and that song could probably be used on TikTok, which think about this, but she actually won that competition, again, after winning another one, and again, by a landslide. So I'm gonna show that now, but and she beat like other members too as well on this one, which is very interesting. So it's like, yeah, she's probably like that she might possibly do a solo career possibly, and like there, and then yep, the final result, she beat like four other people in there. So it's like, yeah, it's like she's starting to get more after she left the group, which is so congratulations to. Oh, and also during that show, I have to actually talk to her again, kind of like sort of like congratulating when the previous show company she was in, and then also her, which is, yeah, so it's really good. And that is, and that's there's all the additional stories that happened in the other world this week. But we now go back to Ruka and Michael, who have some news on former AKB member Asuka Maeda, who actually is in a commemorating McDonald's, which is interesting, and it involves I think like the Croque burger, which, you know, the croquette where they have the little potato and the little filling too. Yeah, McDonald's has that burger too, which that's kind of interesting for a McDonald's commercial. I mean, you know, Sashi Hara was in a few McDonald's commercials. I mean, Asuka is going to do one too, which is kind of interesting.
Next up for graduated member news, Maeda Atsuko recently participated in a commercial campaign for McDonald's. This is for the sort of winter end of the year campaign. The commercial itself was specifically highlighting one of the what was it? The gratin korokke burger. It's like this potato au gratin croquette with demi-glaze sauce on it. It looked really good. From when I saw it in the commercial, it looked really good. And so she participated in the commercial with two other popular Japanese seiyuu. I know that Aimi, the name Aimi was one of them. Aimi, I'm familiar with her because she voices one of the main characters in the Bang Dream series, Toyama Kasumi. She is the leading vocalist and guitarist of the band Poppin' Party. And then, who was the other one? I'm sorry, I'm forgetting her name, but basically the commercial itself was an animated commercial. So the animation was beautiful on it. And the short song that the three girls are singing is really nice and it's surprisingly really catchy. I found myself humming like the chorus part to it every once in a while. So yeah, I definitely enjoyed that. And plus there was a cute sort of promotional press conference event where some of Achan's fan club members were actually present in the audience, and one of them actually got to come up on stage and sort of meet with her, talk to her, and try the gratin korokke burger with her. And she was like so nervous standing up there and with Achan beside her. It was honestly so cute. All right. Next up, we have another former member, Torobu Yuri, recently started up Twitter as well. Twitter and an Instagram, actually. So on Instagram, it is Toro-chan, TOROCHAN _324. And then on Twitter, the her tag is Torobu Yuri, so Torobu _Yuri. So she's made a couple posts already from what I've seen on her Twitter. She's done a couple of selfies. Let's see, it looks like she went to Disneyland in one of the clips that she went to. And then also, this is pretty interesting, she's actually appearing in a drama. So the drama itself is called 病室で念仏を唱えないでください. So it looks like it is a medical drama. Whether she is going to be a nurse in the drama or a patient, I'm still not sure about that yet. Let's see, does it say when the first episode is going to air? January. It's going to start airing in January, so that'll start next year. So anyone who is interested in that, definitely check that out. Last up, former NMB member Ota Yuuri recently graduated from the group, has opened up a official website, otayuri.com. So it looks like this is going to be a new website to help promote for maybe some upcoming events that she may have planned later on. So yeah, definitely check that out. Any of you Ota Yuuri fans, if you're interested in that, definitely check that out. All right. Next up, I guess we can move on to the other idol news. So recently, because with one of the recent NHK Songs of Tokyo TV performances that they did, I was kind of curious and, trying to look up more songs on the group Bish, who Steve is a huge fan of. So Steve shared with me a couple of their songs, some of their performances and music videos, so I took a look at those. And once again, I am very impressed with this group. They are definitely very different from what AKB, like the music that they're doing, and some of the songs that they have done are really good. Michael, I don't know if you're still here, but have you seen any of them? The videos by Bish?
Not really.
Hmm.
I don't know if you people were silent people were fans of them. So.
Hmm. Okay, it sounds like you're far away from me.
Hello.
Oh, okay, there you are. Were you like standing far away or something?
I think it was my headphone mic that was a
Oh,
bit far away.
okay. So yeah, some of them that I really liked were Life is Beautiful, which Steve was right when he said the music video was a tearjerker because I cried at the end of it.
I see.
And their newest song, Kind People, that had some really cool group choreography because they got a bunch of extras, dancers, to do all these like group formations while they were singing the song, and it looked really cool because they were all wearing like the black uniforms. That
Ooh.
was really cool. And then from their live performances, one of the songs that I really liked was Stereo Future. That one sounded really cool. That was a bit on the faster side. And of course, Orchestra, which is like one of their biggest, most popular songs. Like from Steve had said that there have been a bunch of groups over there in Japan that have covered Orchestra from what he's seen. So yeah, you can definitely tell because they have the live band and everything. It is so cool.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm definitely now more interested in this group now that I've actually gotten a chance to listen to some more of their music. So I'll definitely be looking forward to checking them out a bit more in the future. Next up, we have some news on Beyonds. They actually released recently their first album. So we have the first day sales on that from when it was released. It was released on November 27th. And the estimated sales that it got on the first day were 19,744. This actually beat some of the other Hello Project album sales for first day sales. So the one who previously held the record was Tsubaki Factory with their 2018 album. So yeah, this definitely shows Beyond is definitely a group with a lot of potential for not just Hello Project, but also J-pop idols in general. I haven't listened to the album yet. I know that there's the song Atsui that is included on it, but I haven't gotten a chance to listen to the some of the other songs included on the album yet. But I'd say definitely check that out for anyone who may be curious of wanting to get a little more into Hello Project or into Beyond. I'd say definitely check this out. This does have their debut single, the three songs and other tracks included from their debut single. So definitely get that a listen. It's on iTunes. It's available on iTunes. So if any of you, well, I guess you can find it on any streaming service you may have. Like it might be on Spotify or something. I don't know, but I'd say definitely check that out if you're curious of learning more about them. And once again, kind of a cool social media trend that has been happening recently. This was trending. It started trending a couple days ago and went viral on Twitter.
Why am I not surprised?
So it was a clip from it was a concert performance from a former Hello Project unit, Buono. So the unit is actually made up of Suzuki Airi from Cute and Natsuaki Miyabi and Tsugunaga Momoko from Berry's Kobo. Buono was a really big unit back when they were still active. Like they were part of the reason I got more into Hello Project because they did a lot of the opening and ending themes to the anime Shugokara, which is one of my personal favorite anime and manga series. Like I own all the volumes of the manga. You can't see because my bookshelf is all the way over there, but yeah, it was one of the first series I like was able to watch and read through the entire way through. So it has a lot of special memories with me. And again, hearing their music was like really kind of helped me get more into Japanese idols in general because it was before I really got into AKB, I believe. Yeah, it was before I had known what AKB was, so they kind of helped me learn more about idols. So the clip was from a concert performance from one of their last live performances in 2017, so 2 years ago. And it's performing their song Hatsukoi Cider. Really good song. So yeah, just the fact that it had this resurgence in popularity, that this clip went viral in a couple days, and even Suzuki Airi herself had noticed it, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, there are so many people talking about Bodo. What is going on?" Like she was so happy about this. So yeah, that was really cool to see. I was pretty happy to see that. All right, I guess next we can talk about one of the recent events that was happening with the group was the 9th Gen 10th anniversary concert that recently happened at the AKB48 Theater. I have not seen it yet. I plan on watching it later, but I did see them do a live stream of it on Facebook, and I know that there's a video up on it on Bilibili, so I plan on checking that out later. So I'd say anyone who is curious about that, I would say check it out for yourself. I can't really say much outside of that since I haven't seen it yet.
I've not seen any of the things listed on here.
So yeah, next moving on to the TV shows. I know that Murase Sae, the Mahjong TV show that she hosted, it recently had the special where they were competing to pick who was going to be the new host. And it was actually Nogizaka 46 Nakara Kana was chosen for the next host of the show. So congrats to her.
So now it's going to be a 46 show, not a 48 one, because the host is a 46 member instead.
Yep. I mean, they can still have members from the 48 groups come in because, you know, it's not really like focused specifically on the 48 group itself. No, it's just about, it's Mahjong.
It's Mahjong. It's learning about Mahjong.
I myself, I'm not really too familiar with Mahjong. I kind of like vaguely remember playing it on my grandparents' computer, but I didn't understand the rules completely. Like I thought it was just like a matching game, but then there was like I didn't fully understand the concept of it. And I've seen a couple of clips of the show. Like I saw when Gotorara had appeared on it at one point before she graduated from SKE48.
I'm actually surprised with how talented Kana is. Actually, she's appeared on various quiz shows. She's appeared on this. Surprising, really.
So yeah, I'd say congrats to her with that. I mean, who knows? Maybe if I can catch this show a couple more times, it might get me more into Mahjong. I'd say I'm curious about it. And then there was last week's Hinatazaka de Aimasho actually recently got subtitled by Master Chief.
I've not seen last week's, but I've seen clips of this week's.
Last week was a 1 hour special. It was basically focused on Wakabayashi picking his favorite member because there were so many members, you know, claiming that he was playing favorites with certain members like Takamoto Ayaka or Kosaka Nao. Like he was playing too much with favorites with all of them, so they were like just decide on one of them.
I feel like this week was a continuation of last week.
Yeah, this week it was showing the deleted footage from that because last week was a 1 hour special.
I'm actually happy with the song they performed this week.
Oh yeah, this week it was Hana-chan's, wasn't it?
Yeah, yep. Masaka Guzem from Konna ni Skinny Nachatino.
Nice. So yeah, anyone who's interested in that, I'd say definitely check out last week's. Now that it has been subbed, there are soft subs for it on Master Chief's Twitter, and then check out the cut out the deleted scenes from this week. I'm sorry, I interrupted. What were you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say, I watched the performance of Masaka Guzan on Twitter. I swear they are the spiritual successors of the Yui Chanzu.
It seems like they are. I saw a clip of it too. All right, and then there was this week's Keakita Kakenai, which was basically the members reminiscing on personal memories. Mostly they were focused on the Kido Airaku, so happy memories, angry memories, sad memories, and fun memories. So yeah, it was just a generally fun episode. We got to hear some members share some pretty funny stories. So like there was the one where Nako and Pei-chan went to Hawaii together, and they got stuck in one of the buildings they were visiting. At least from what I understand of it. And then there was Ten-chan, who was super happy because she got to go to Disneyland with Ozeki, and they actually met Suzumon there with another one of the members. Although I think the funniest was when Yuka took, I think it was Inoue Rina and Matsuda Rina. They all went to eat spicy food, and the two second gen members were clearly they were suffering from the spiciness, the spicy food. So yeah, just in general, it was a pretty chill episode. Like after the huge, variety episode that happened with last week with the members going up on the slide, we had a bit of a chill, more lax episode this time. So yeah, that basically concludes it for this week. Okay, Michael, I just saw your message now. I'm assuming your mic is muted right now. All right, so I'd say that wraps it up for this week of news. So if you guys like this video, definitely leave a like, comment on some of your thoughts on what we may have discussed today or any of the stuff that we may have skipped over. Subscribe to the channel for more stuff like this, and we will see you guys in the next episode. So until then, bye bye!